I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm ready to start entertaining some very, very silly conversations about the season we're seeing. The Denver Nuggets, they get another win. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, 7 straight wins. The Denver Nuggets have won 7 straight games. They have been blitzing people. The Dallas Mavericks have been incredible. The Portland Trailblazers have been incredible. Those are two of the best defenses that you've seen since January. And the Blazers are right up there with the Mavericks, with the Celtics, with all these other people, and it didn't matter. It really didn't matter. They're not OKC, but they've been great since January 1st, and it didn't matter. The Denver Nuggets blew them out of the water. Yo, this is a Blazers team that has legitimately been one of the toughest teams in the league over the last month and some change. And the Nuggets basically said, cool story. We're really happy for you. We're glad you're playing so well. Y'all, the Blazers in the last 15 games, they have the third best defense in the league behind OKC and the Clippers, right in front of Boston. And the Denver Nuggets just put 146 points up on that team. Y'all, and Jalen Pickett, where have you come from? What planet did you descend from? Where did this skill come from? Where did this confidence come from? Jaylen Pickett looks amazing, poised, under control, good scorer, great passer. He's doing it all. And I'm talking about the Nuggets don't have MPJ today. They didn't have Russ today. No Peyton Watson. Those are 3 of their top 8 in their rotation. No problem. Y'all, and the Nikola Jokic, man. I'm ready to entertain some really, really, really strong conversations about just how good Nikola Jokic is. 7 straight wins. The Denver Nuggets get their 7 straight win with a 146-117 victory over the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers that's legitimately been one of the best teams in the NBA as of late. They have dominated the games they played in. They've been able to get a lot of really good basketball in. The Blazers are 10-5 in the last 15. They have the third best defense in the NBA in the last 15, and they have absolutely been one of the teams that everybody's had to reckon with. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, when I went into today's game, I was like, all right, this is probably going to be a game that's going to go into the fourth quarter that the Nuggets are going to need to load up on. Nope. That's just where that's where they are right now. That's just where they are in the season. That's just where the Nuggets are in the season right now. They right now feel like they can hang with anybody. They feel like they can hang with anybody. They feel like they can beat anybody. They feel like if they show up and do their job, that there's nothing to it. And it's not like they're trying to cheat the game or anything like it. It's nothing like that at all. It's just right now, because of the flow state that they're in, everybody is just eating. And it's really causing havoc around the NBA, man. But y'all, man, Nikola Jokic, y'all, I'm at the point where he's obviously the best player in the league. He's easily the best player in the league. But he's moving into a place now where I don't know if there are quite words to describe or numbers to describe just how good he is. Because here's the thing. Like, I'm going to show you this. You look at these numbers, and then you can look at them and say, those are good. Those are really good numbers. Like, that's an impactful player. But I think the issue is that if you just take Joker for his numbers, you kind of really truly miss just how dominant and how good he has been. And I think the way things are currently slotting, like I said, him, Jordan, and LeBron are the best three players I've ever seen in my life. But y'all, Jokic is at this point now where it's like he is doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Yo, this used to be Joker through a full game. When Joker would have this stat line through a full game, we would be like, man, great game. Like Joker's 1 of 1. That's like the Clippers game when he had 40 points and he threw the ball to Aaron Gordon in the corner. This is like that stat line. Joker played 3 quarters today, again, versus the third best defense in the NBA since January. 40 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, 13 of 15 from 2, 87%, 2 of 7 from 3, 28.6%. And the only reason, y'all, is that low is because he was just chucking threes at the end of the third quarter to try to get them basically to put them ahead with a 2-for-1. And then he missed a one rolling out of bounds where he was fading to the right. Both of them went in and out. Like he could easily right now be looking at 46 points on 4 of 7 from 3. And he had 2 threes that he made that didn't get counted because they got hacked on the way up and they called it a sweep through. Joker, 78.4 true shooting, plus 22 in 30 minutes. This is the 12th fourth quarter that Joker has not played in this year. 12. This is the 12th fourth quarter that Joker has not played in this year. The Nuggets run a 7-game win streak. He's the best player in the world. He's my pick for MVP. And I genuinely think that by the time we get to the end of the year, by the time we get to the end of the season, I think he is going to be the MVP pick for a lot of folks. Because here's the thing. I think SGA is having an incredible year. He deserves it. He deserves everything he gets this year. If he does win it, he's more than deserving of it. That's not even a question. Like, that's not even really the conversation I'm having. But the conversation that I'm having about Joker at this point is is Joker having the single most impressive season in a regular season setting we've ever seen. Because at this point, Joker's averaging 29.8 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 10.3 assists. Let me show you this so you don't just take my word for it. 29.8 points per game, 12.5 rebounds per game, 10.3 assists per game, 1.8 steals per game, 0.7 blocks per game, 36 minutes a game, 57.8% field goal percentage, y'all. 45.6% from 3, including 15 heaves, 82.1% from the free throw line. He has a 66.7 true shooting on 30 points a game, y'all. I don't understand it. I really don't. And at this point, it's just, to me, it's so incomprehensible to think that a player could be this dang good. Like, what? The Nuggets had a 146.0 offensive rating today. They had 100 possessions they held the Portland Trailblazers to a 112. Like, that's not bad. They had a 146 offensive rating against the third best defense in the league. They were 32 of 40 from the rim today. They only made 8 threes today. They were 32 of 40 from the rim, and they were 20 of 25 from mid-range today. They had a 128.9 half-court offensive rating, y'all. 128.9 half-court offensive rating. Do you realize how stupid that is? How dumb that is? Like, we're what? Like, what? I'm floored, but I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm floored with how good the team is playing. I'm happy because they have absolutely jumped at the opportunity to continue to get better, to continue to make strides of the season. The Denver Nuggets are now, they're going to move to 35-19 after tonight. They're going to be a game behind the Memphis Grizzlies for the 2 seed, y'all. They're going to be a game behind the Grizzlies for the 2 seed. What? And y'all got to remember how the season started for this team this year. They were not playing well. They weren't playing well. They weren't together. Joker was carrying this crazy load, and then all of a sudden, they just were able to find their way. And again, it takes time sometimes. It takes time to be able to get to these points, but this is where they've gotten. And y'all, I want to talk about the starters tonight, but I'm actually gonna Euro the starters because I want to get to somebody else. Like you're gonna hear about Christian and Julian and Jamal in a minute, but Jalen Pickett. I mean, you see the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail. Jalen Pickett he's grown on me. 14 points for Jalen Pickett, 9 assists and 2 steals, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He's a plus 22 off the bench, y'all. He looks like a professional basketball player. There's not a higher compliment I can give him. Jalen Pickett, y'all, had a play today where he basically was navigating the screen, got worked all the way under the basket, worked himself out from underneath the basket, worked himself back underneath the basket, and then got a layup with his left hand. He looked like Chris Paul. His defense is good. Jalen Pickett's hitting that little mid-range. His ability to pass the ball. He had about 3 or 4 passes today where I was just like, oh, okay. Jalen Pickett is a baller. He had multiple plays today. Then I was just looking at, and I'm like, this is the definition of development. This is the definition of when you get a chance to figure out how to play NBA basketball through the training camp, through the summer league, through preseason, and then now doing this through the regular season where he's practicing against the starters all the time as a scout team player. And then now you're in the NBA games, y'all. He hasn't even played a bunch of games this year, and he's gotten better every single game. So much so to where it looks like, I'm like, that's the dude that can legitimately be playing point guard for another team or for this team. He looks good. 9 assists today for Jalen Pickett, 14 points. And the reason why I don't want to gloss over the fact they did this versus the Blazers, because this isn't the Blazers that started the year off. This is a Blazers team that has been one of the best in the league, and they dominated them. And Jalen Pickett was a big part of that. And I have never said that about Jalen's game before. He's always acted as, like, even when he's played well, he's acted like as an additional player. But he never played well like this to where he was one of the main cogs in why they're getting wins. I mean, incredible from Jalen Pickett, man. You deserve all your flowers, because even myself, I did not think you had this in you. I truly was looking at a second-round pick that wasn't getting time, that was just taking up another roster spot, that said, you know what? They just can't. But here's the thing. Dustin, his floor is even better than Monte because he's clearly a better defender because of the way he's built. But yeah, he navigates like Monte. Honestly, man, like, I am so happy for Jalen Pickett that he's been able to get to this situation and he looks this confident. I could honestly do an entire show. And tomorrow on Lockdown NBA, I'm going to talk about him a lot, because I think that this development is really important. Shout out Jalen Pickett, man. Jamal Murray today had an excellent game, y'all. 17 points, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals for Jamal Murray. 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He was a plus 22 in his minutes. He got thrown out of the game because he got an ejection. Jokic got hacked by DeAndre Ayton. By the way, prayers to DeAndre Ayton. I truly hope he's okay. He had a non-contact knee injury that helped him off the court today. DeAndre played really well. He's played really well as of late. Do not want to see him injured at all. But Jamal Murray got a technical because DeAndre Ayton he fouled Joker on a lay. No call. The game was horrible. Ben Taylor games with the Nuggets are officiated so chaotically because there's no consistency whatsoever. Joker would get touched and it's a foul call. Joker would get hacked and it's a no call. And Joker would literally be standing there. He did it 3 times. Joker would stand there and look at him and be like, what are you doing? Why are you not calling anything? And so Jamal Murray, like he should, got a tech. He didn't even wait for Michael Malone. Jamal got the tech for him because that's what teammates do. That's what brothers do. 17 points today. Amazing game. Got thrown out arguing with Banton. But he played an excellent game. Shout out Jamal Murray, man. He's ascending. Julian Strawther today, 18 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. And it wasn't even his three-pointers that were the best part of his game. He was driving and hitting contested floaters on multiple defenders today. When he's able to beat you off the dribble and get to that floater and get to that spot, that's when he really is able to translate that three-level game. He gets to the rim, nice little lay. He gets to the floater mid-range area, puts it up, and then he gets to the three-point line. He looks confident. Julian Strawther is, again, getting better and better as the year goes on. And this is another example of it. 18 points for Julian, a plus 15 today. Great game, Julian Strawther. Aaron Gordon, only 19 minutes today. Didn't need to play a lot. Had 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 7 assists for Gordon. He's been a playmaking machine out the forward spot. You get 15 assists between Joker and Gordon today. Like that's unreal. Great game for AG. Didn't need to play a lot. 24 minutes tonight. 24 minutes tonight. He was a plus 19 in the game. And then Christian Brown, y'all, a plus 34 today for Christian Brown. 26 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, just 1 turnover. He's 12 of 14 from the field, and he's the best transition weapon in the league, not named Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. That is how good he's been. He's been excellent. Christian Brown's defense was great today. Christian Brown's effort was great today. Christian Brown was locked in doing all the stuff that he needed to do. He had a heady tween, baseline, half spin, baseline fading midi on the opposite. Here's the Nuggets bench, and on this side of the Nuggets bench, and it was a great shot. And I'm just looking like, oh, you just in your bag now. The Nuggets made up their first 11 shots, by the way. They're 11-11 to start the game off. Oh, I didn't even bring up the highlight of the game. Oh, I'm definitely playing this for y'all. Y'all need to see this. This was the highlight of the game. I cannot believe I almost forgot to show y'all. This was one of the best shots of the year of the NBA. Now, I don't know where this shot ranks. I can't even find it. Oh, my goodness. Let me pull this up for y'all. Jokic had a shot versus DeAndre Ayton in the corner, man, where he somehow got DeAndre Ayton pressed up on him. But instead of panicking, he put DeAndre Ayton in a pocket and literally step back three-pointer. Like a step back three-pointer. Look at this play. Jokic gets stuck in the corner, doesn't panic, takes another step into the corner, over the top, swish. Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Steps into the corner, swish. What a play. Somebody brought up the Jamal Murray one. I don't even know if they have that. I don't even know if they have that on the NBA. Let me check and see if the Nuggets got that one. Jamal Murray had a vintage Jamal Murray lay today. Okay, that's Christian shot. This is the Christian shot I'm talking about. Y'all look at this. Look at this from Christian. Look at that. What is that? When has Christian shown that in his bag before? That's how confident he looked today. Hink. Boom. Cash. Come on, Christian Brown. What a shot. I really don't know if they have the Jamal Murray lay. I'm going to see if they do. I think it's right here. Oh, yep, it's right here. It's right here. I got it. Yes, sir. Look at this lay from Jamal. Vintage Jamal Murray. Shing. And one. Bucket. Look at that. Throw it back, Jamal. Throw it back to the bubble, Jamal. Oh, man, we used to get that from Jamal all the time. I love seeing this from Jamal. One of the best shot makers in the NBA. 100%. One of the best shot makers in the NBA, man. Shout out Jamal Murray. Let's get through the rest of this, y'all. Zeke Naji today, a plus 11 again. Another good game from Zeke Naji. 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field, including a tough transition finish by the Denver Nuggets sideline. 5 rebounds and 3 assists for Zeke Naji. Another good defensive plays again today. Great switch big. DeAndre Jordan, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 7 of 7 from the field. or sorry, a +7 today. Aaron Gordon had a lob to DeAndre Jordan up the right side, and then threw it over the top. Oh, I think over Donovan Clingan, who had a really good game today. Donovan Clingan, by the way, came off the bench, 21 points for Donovan Clingan and 7 rebounds. Looked amazing today. He's going to be a really good player. But Aaron Gordon had the ball at the top of the key, and he threw it in. He threw it in to DeAndre Jordan from the top of the key for was a great play, man. DJ has been getting that connection with everybody this year. Hunter Tyson, a -7 today, 0-3 from the field, 0-3 from 3. PJ Hall got a bucket today. Overall, the Denver Nuggets, they shot 60 of 91 from the field. They shot 66% from the field. They shot just 32% from 3 and 8 of 25. They shot 18 of 20 from the free throw line for 90%. Great game for the Denver Nuggets. One of the best offensive games of the year. The Nuggets had a 32-point lead at one point in time in this game. The Nuggets had 88 points in the paint. The best paint scoring team in the league had 88 points in the paint today. 16 second chance points for the Nuggets. 29 fast break points for Denver. Again, don't let anybody sweep this win under the rug. The Portland Trailblazers have been one of the best teams in the league since January, and they dominated them. So great game for Denver, you all. Y'all know what time it is, man. This is such an amazing performance for the Nuggets. Fenton Jones, a Pickett game. Zeke looked all right. Come on. Yoke is a system, and everyone is bought in. I want another go at Cleveland. Let's pencil it in for June. I would love to see that in the NBA Finals. Denver versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Grant Payne, shout out. Thanks for the super chat, Fenton Jones. Thank you for the super chat, Grant Payne. Quality minutes for the bench. Love to see it again. And especially in the fourth quarter, y'all. If Jokic is going to be able to dominate through 3 quarters and then sit in the fourth, then you love to see it. Great. Then great. That's amazing. That's amazing. Another not played fourth quarter for the Denver Nuggets, man. Jokic, the Nuggets, Murray, Gordon, Porter didn't even play today. No Russ, no Watson, and they're winning. And they're dominating, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Locked On Nuggets tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is.